In the state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bears will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games, and with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too, and I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think.
He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a hit as he fires.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. White wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Wants to throw on third down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's small. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, TCU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back. but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ezukama. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football.
This is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They're now up 9-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Thought maybe that field goal could start some momentum. Instead, the deficit is still 16.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana Tech. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, the deficit is still 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's small. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation. And Long backed up inside their 20. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's Baker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They booted away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Lay down like a fat man on a black couch. I'm as cold as the toad on the Budweiser commercial. I'm right. Curve, just don't make me hurt. You got to change after the pepper to after the
Catch in the middle, it's as a power. He pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even if it's not the lead in a game like this, right? You still try to find your
off the easy bang
get them the ball in space. That is
with a
exactly
Ku Klux Klan Kappa on swingers and a Kappa.
The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, but before just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
Wide receivers everywhere on
Oh,
2nd
from the
and 6.
get-go, from the get-go.
Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 46.
They wall to the sea, Paul Wall.
We've seen earlier in
Then
the
I
game,
see Paul Wall.
just trying to suck those safeties closer
That's
to the
all
line
I'm
of
saying.
scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Off the RPO complete. Did a good job in coverage there as they stopped that for just a few.
Shine like that.
They say tight ends are quarterbacks
Don't shine like
because
that.
think about it. Tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally these are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the guy, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, TCU! Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Time for the ball to the side, play the photograph
Opportunity to get back in the win column.
It was a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal number 1. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Whips it out in the flat. Breaks it in the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the club, that is at a premium for this offense.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and they are not going to complain.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to right. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
There, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's a really good job on the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Give his that work on that clock. And the defense holds firm. Pick up at 4 on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball, take as much time as possible between the sacks, stay in bounds, and let the clock tick away.
Right back to and a nice solid pickup there before the defense rushes him on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't try.
Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops. You get into third down.
You'll never be enough. Let's keep it real, JC.
You don't have many left, so you better get aggressive.
I mean, you shot. You know, you can trust JC.
Quarterback usually makes that throw
Ain't
every
no better.
time.
I know you do. You gotta do better, boy. You owe it to do. You had no father, you had
They're
that armor.
dealing with a second
You
and
gotta be something. Die, JC. This ain't back in the days. You don't need an alibi, JC.
Fires to the big
Try,
fella.
JC.
He hauled that
You
one
know,
in and
scheme
got
is
it down to
real.
the
You can't hear
15-yard
what
line.
you never prevailed. What's
Love
up,
the decision making
JC?
by the quarterback.
You know
there.
you hold the
The
truth
defense
up
took
on it. You
everything
got
away
them in
he
love
can.
with
Just
JC.
check it down, get it to
You
your guy
got
in the
people
right
you
spot,
love,
let
you
him go
so
get you.
thirsty.
We
You got
thought we
one
might see
tonight
some
that
of this.
she's
They'll
love
go to
you.
the Wildcat
You walking
formation
around
here.
like you invincible.
On the direct
You
snap,
got that
it's
school,
Coleman.
you lost your principles. I know people backstab,
Shakes
but I
off
went
the
back too.
defender.
But this fucking
He's
everybody
dragged down
attitude
to
ain't
the 12
natural.
as they try to cash in
You
on this
understand?
red zone
This ain't cool by
opportunity.
yet. But you got
Here
hurt,
will
but you get
stop
cool
with
by
his
yet.
timeout from
He
the
gave
offense.
20
They'll
million
get a
without
chance to
thinking. He
regroup
gave
on the
20
sideline.
minutes on stage. Fuck what you thinking. Fuck Brooklyn, everybody is what you saying. But if anybody's
Going
crazy,
to
you
work
know
on
the one that
second
says
down in the
straight.
red zone. Is still some ground to
Crazy, I
cover to
like
pick up
work.
that first
You
down.
got it now in your chest. Imagine how a night hurts.
Looking to fire.
You stab on over
Buys a little
sentence.
extra time.
Your excuse was he
Looking
was
for the
talking too
throw.
reckless.
And the
Check on your
misfire
ego
goes out
over
of the
your
back of
flesh,
the end
though.
zone.
It's left
And
to
listen, as
say
a
it
quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was
knowing
open,
all
but that
along
was
when
not
you
a
had to say
greatly
you was
thrown
wrong.
football. I don't know if it was
It's almost way
miscommunication,
that
but
it was
ball
sad.
thrown out of
With the
bounds,
bad
and
feeling
just
the
on to the
past
next
with the
down.
face. I don't even know what else
On
to
third
say.
down, he drops the
They would
throw.
never go Eric
Just
Benes.
a hair too
I don't
much
even
on
know
it for
what
this
you
big
were
arm
doing in the
sophomore
future
quarterback.
when the niggas playing
On that
football.
third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today.
For the pole piece,
Thought he
for
had
the
it,
metal
just couldn't
face,
get it
and you
through
a
the
square
uprights. He
nigga,
missed it.
you a shit
And
tape,
despite the missed
you a
field goal,
statement
the
hope,
lead still
you
at
a
16
breast
points.
tape, you're
They'll
a
snap it from the
box,
20 for the
where's
opening
West
play of
Bench,
this drive.
then for all the then
From
for
the gun,
better
the
things,
running back looking for
get your
room.
blankets,
And this one breaks loose for no gain.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, and that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the
for your
run.
face, you feel tasty, straight without chasing.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Combination, same in different places.
Great
I
job by
run
the
all
offense.
base.
The defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got
Far
to do. Run
face,
those crossers
got a
across the
bust
formation.
style.
Those guys in the room
Got
at the
a
quarterback,
bust
they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in
And
those
you a
holes.
square
Get those
nigga.
first downs. Get those big
Stay
checks.
off.
Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Pulls it in, it's 40. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Takes his shot. Finds a man in the middle. And gets the ball out. Not till he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 4.
And you a square nigga.
And the Bears have it with the 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but he'll throw it again. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
All my nigga TTP, that's right, the down south.
Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they force the issue and make this quarterback try to kneel down again. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All my niggas see the train and go, jumping, go, shot a toes, falling, rolling, full, line zone, putting niggas in the dirt, making the meaning necessary to make the work, on, and it got that twerk, 35 for the script, you need a nigga, hit me on the trip, so you know I got that toe, shot, they got some Chris's on the go, shot, I'm a shooter like Chris Wallace. All the niggas TTT, that's ready to go, shout it. Keep it down, shout it. On the floor, shout it.